Shalom, everyone. Welcome in. I hope that you're doing well this morning. Today is August the 21st. If it's your birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. We should be shifting in the heavens into Virgo season. And so, all you cuspers and all that kind of stuff, happy birthday to you. If you're new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Audio discretion advised if you have little ones around. My channel is really intense. I feel energy and I deal with a criminal personally. And my whole process has been recorded and documented and stuff like that. The problem is you might say, well, why isn't the authorities involved? They are. And I'm dealing with dirty officials as well. And so anyway, I just run into the tower and begin to speak about the Most High God, His power, and he's real on this platform. He'll give you shakes. He will talk to you. And so if you're involved in some stuff, only he can save you out of something. I'm not religious, neither is God. The Most High, he's righteous. He has a way about himself, and he wants us to show up in his commandments. And so I don't speak outside of what he says about things. He teaches us how karmic activity, cause and effect, reaping and sowing, and all of the rest, what comes around goes around, all that stuff is true. I speak to a lot of government on this platform, and I've been listening in the spirit this morning. And yesterday we had president energy that came out, and this morning government came out crossing leadership. Russia came out in the reverse. A third connection was there. Third party connection was there. The president came out. And so I was like, oh, something's up. I need to turn the camera on. And I said, yes. So we're just going to look at whatever he wants to bring out. I'll try to bring out energies in any direction for any given person. But God is speaking to governments, because yesterday he talked to the nations and said he would destroy or flourish the people in the lands by what we choose to do with him, to be upright. We got people trying to control people. Oh yeah, Jezebel was there this morning as well. So anyway, y'all pray for me. First, let me just say, I have freedom of speech and I have rights. No one in this realm, anywhere, has a right to take my rights away. I get on here to ask at the hand of Jehovah Elohim alone. And his people have a king inside of us. And nobody has a right to sit here and say, I'll control your technology or anything else. You are putting yourself in a bad place, because the work that is done here is to the glory of Jehovah Elohim alone. Okay? And so I'm just saying that I have rights for legal purposes, because I deal with a hacker on my device. And it's wrong that somebody thinks they can just get up in here and do whatever. You're illegal in the spirit realm, most of all against God Almighty. So anyway, let's get in here and see what's going on. Jehovah, what do you want to speak to us about? Thank you for this day. I just take authority over every demonic negative energy. And Most High said, when all that was out there, he's reminding me of a card that was out there that said, because they don't want to acknowledge the work of his hand, he said he's going to destroy them. God will do what he wants for his own pleasure, and we're in prophecy. And the Most High is doing a new thing in the earth. Some people don't, they say, God would never. God hides things from you and I. He tells us that he does. If there's a king in us, we will search something out. And we'll do it by his word alone and nothing else. And he will guide what we need to know about a matter. And some people don't even want to regard something that is God doing something in a matter. Don't judge a book by its covers coming through. Whatever that means for you in just your in general situation. What are you going to bring out here, Jehovah? FBI. They're coming out like this because we got good cop, bad cop stuff going on. Okay? They do play both sides as well. Somebody going to go to jail. It is on an 8 of Swords card. The 8 Swords. Okay? FBI is out here. Somebody has other gods before them. There's only one. Spirit, source. Anyway, That was at the bottom of the deck. Show me more information. We got government coming out. It says that a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pitchers of silver. Okay, so somebody needs to speak something out here. Somebody is playing both sides out here around something. The other card that came out says that people are scared. Okay, well, God said yesterday people didn't leave their wickedness. He was going to begin to frame some real wicked stuff around some people. You better be scared of God. You and I better be, or there's no wisdom on the inside of us. Somebody's got so speaking things, our words, how we say something better be by the word of God, because it has seeds. Okay, it says if you don't leave your wickedness, the Most High's going to frame some evil. It's also on this card as well. Okay, let's get some more information. There's a burst of energy that just came through here. Thank you, Jehovah, for your Holy Spirit. It's life. It's life. It's life. Okay? This is about people keeping the day of Shabbat holy. This is how we have our sign between us and Jehovah. Okay? Keeping his day holy. And somebody won't fix something because they're full of pride. Okay, well, God says he's going to destroy somebody. And if people are sitting here not want to regard anything of God, he said that something fearful is coming in a matter out here. And we're talking about government because the FBI is out here. Like I said, leadership came out. Russia jumped out in the reverse. I also seen Russia, when I put the cards back in, Russia and Oriental came out in the reverse where I was just trying to reshuffle the cards. They jumped out. And I had literally put them all upright in the deck. So whatever that means for you. If you're upright and you're from those areas and something's wrong, though, in your government with it. Okay? As we can find upright people in all places, every tongue, every tribe, every nation. But that doesn't mean all the governments are upright in it. And it puts people in a place where they have to be delivered and have some type of protections. And it says people are scared right now on this card because something is huge going on even behind the scenes that the masses don't know about, folks. But Jehovah sees everything. So whatever's going on, show me some information out here. But it's deliberately saying somebody will not fix something because they're in pride and they have secrets, that card says. Well, fine. God's going to fix you right down to the pit of hell. That's for any person in this realm. I don't care who you are, what your title is. Like I always say, because God's no respecter of person. Okay? So the 9 of Cups. This is about having a wish fulfillment. But if somebody's not going to fix it in their pride, you're not going to, you're out. You're going to be cut from something out here. Show me more information. The 6 of Swords. This is about having a rite of passage to do something, or because somebody thought they had a rite of passage, they went and did something out here, but they didn't do something in a holy way before the Most High. There's the Emperor himself. There's the United States. There's the President right there. FBI is out here, or the head of FBI. There's Kash Patel is out here as well. The letter D is also out here, and something about the door. And the door is Yeshua. Jehovah is Yeshua. And you can't get through anything and have a rite of passage unless you have a redemption upon you on something. Somebody's, I don't know. You don't have the rite of passage if you're in your pride and you won't fix something out here. Show me more information out here, Jehovah. Why is this Emperor here? This is about war. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. About having a new beginning, or again, some type of document, some type of physical fraudulent thing is out here with that in the reverse. With headship. 2 of Wands. That is a contract. It's a backwards contract. For some of you all, somebody's identification with their driver's license off. It's fraudulent somehow. Show me more information. There's DUI just came through with that 9 of Cups and that 6 of Swords and the money. If somebody did get a DUI and is trying to do something out here with the law in something that's been documented. I don't know why that would come through, but something's here. There's the devil trying to tempt with the handout. Look, the pictograph is a piercing energy out here for the devil. Okay, it's going to shoot you right in the heart if you give in to something that you shouldn't, because the devil is an imposter. Now, somebody's already done something in their pride because the devil is prideful and they won't fix something. So they just think that they can just tempt and tempt and tempt because they did something here illegally with value of something out here. Okay, this is there's boss energies, and this energy together with both of those pictographs says that somebody's going to go to prison. God's going to put somebody in prison. There's the tower. This is like knowledge and oh my God. And what this is pride. Destruction comes with pride and shame comes with pride, with the Most High. Somebody's deliberately suppressing truth around stuff with government as a third party playing both sides. The Most High said that there's a feminine, hold on. There is a feminine that sets up at a high place and they're playing both sides. And two sides of, so they're third party in something. They're right in the middle, playing the line. Okay? They're not hot or cold, and they're fixing to get spewed by God. But they're making agreements here. They're making agreements here. And this has come through before. It's a female. Somebody sets up in some place. They may be used as a bilingual type of an energy to speak to two governments, two sides of something. You can take that to the lowest level in your house. I don't care how you take the energy. Somebody out here, though, is a Jezebel around something. They're playing both sides, and somebody has brought something to say, hey, protection needs to be here. Here's money for it. But this side's also come to that person, figured out who that person is for whatever, and has also tried to bribe them. They took the bribe. Their soul's gone, but they're still playing this side, acting like they're protecting something. But they, in their mind, somebody thinks, well, if it goes this way, then I'm good because I did whatever. If it goes this way, I'm good because the money was there on both sides. But the person don't realize they're fixing to be destroyed. Something crazy is going to take place with that third party here that's playing everybody because it can't go three ways. It can't. Something needs to be fixed out here, and God says somebody won't fix it because they got some secrets. Somebody caught in something here. But God's going to destroy somebody and put some evil. That person's already surrounded with evil now. They're all trapped on both sides. They don't know how to get out of something because they've already made agreements with both sides. They're screwed in something out here. So they got to keep playing with the devil until the time is up, and then they're pierced and they're down in hell. Is somebody going to go to hell jail? But somebody also going to go to jail for some cases in this realm. They did something on purpose. The DA is out here. There was a false witnessing yesterday. Perjury came out. There's a pictograph language that says a repeat witness of something is out here. So somebody, there's a murder out here somewhere. A physical murder is out here around something going on. Physical. Maybe it happened with overindulgence, but the Nine of Cups in the reverse is narcissistic energy of people that don't want to fix something. Anyway, somebody's heart, the seat of passion, the heart organ or understanding something from your heart has come out. Also, the Most High says that you need to talk to your kids. We had child trafficking yesterday. People touching little kids and stuff. These freaks need to be burnt at the stake, stabbed in the heart. I don't give a rip. They want to be some sacrificial, putting kids through the fire. Let them go through the fire because God's going to set a fire before his enemies and burn them up. We know child sacrificing is also going on. But you need to talk to your kids. All peoples at the sound of my voice. I don't care how old your kids is. Your kids have kids and your grandkids and stuff is here. Or your nieces and nephews are involved in some stuff. People need to talk to your kids. God is telling you it is important. Now you've been warned. Okay, there's the third party right there. God's going to remove a third party. Okay, something very sensitive is out here going on, folks. It is. Because you got the masses of people that are involved in some things, and some people don't want a bunch of chaos if things are out. But things are going to go flying anyway because God says so. There's the Emperor again. It says, let go. The tower's here. The tower's right here. Because somebody won't fix something, he's going to make somebody. Okay? Anyway, the Emperor's here twice. If you're upright in that energy, thank you for your service. Some of us still waiting for justice. A lot of people are. And it comes from Yehovah. But at the same time, you're put in a position, somebody should have done something that they should have, and they didn't. They failed the test because somebody sits up in a high place was playing both sides of something going on. Okay, the dog, the friend, the loyalty, the protection. In the reverse, the sexual matters, the perverseness, same-sex stuff, attacking. That goes to homosexuality in the reverse. It goes to prostitution in the reverse. Okay, so there's third party out here around some stuff. Somebody got these secrets. Okay, God says that if you and I favor a wicked person over a righteous person, then the people will shun you. This person needs to be shunned, whoever's done something out here. Let the people shun people that are sitting way up high, that have a commandment of God to fear him first, so that it goes well over our nation. Let the people shun somebody who is sitting out here trying to protect somebody who's perverted. Okay, hidden intentions, occupation, work, maybe Fox News or something being public, or somebody obviously is public out here. Look, today it's showing that the devil's here, folks. Trying to get somebody to give them the rite of passage with this Six of Swords. Okay, the money's backwards. If this is a bribe, it's going to curse you. You are going to be, this is a predator energy. Somebody's an imposter somewhere. If you don't check something out where you should, it's going to cost you. Or this person's around your kids. Those of you who have children that's also got driver's license and stuff, whatever that is, somebody just needs to talk to their kids. There's murder out here, thieving, lying, cheating with the devil. Okay, and somebody in a big place is out here. Okay, but somebody's around their friend and children. Somebody might not really be your friend, or they weren't in the past, and that's what those secrets are, and that's why they won't come clean of something. But God sees every little thing right way down in the depth of even the earth beyond the pit, is what I shared yesterday, where he was showing me in his word. None of us are going to escape anything. I don't care how much somebody wants to hide something real deep. God's going to make somebody let go of something out here. He's going to give justice, whether somebody else will or not. God's the owner of the earth. What kind of words do you want to bring out here? There's a great big burst of energy. Yeah, coveting. Look, the word travel also came out because it's out here. And you talk about stubborn. Somebody's stubborn. They may not want to take no for an answer, but anyway, you need to not be interested in something out here, folks. Okay? There's healthcare fraud going on. Okay, well, anyway, they're going to jail. You are going to go to jail for doing it on this personal as well. I've got proof that these freaks have done something illegal on me with healthcare fraud. You're going to go to jail. A cat lover, or somebody could be called cat. Anyway, it's coming out. We have cat and dog energy out here. So somebody's got animals. Not everybody has animals around you. They could be a clue to something. But I said he's too faithful to fail us. So just trust him. He's going to have the last say. It says, for the upright, they shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked transgressor, they shall be rooted out of it. So God's going to do something out here. Again, let go. The tower's coming on somebody for some nonsense going on out here that's been very sensitive in an issue. I'm picking up this other deck where they have tried to trap. They're getting karma. They're going to be trapped. Those who trap shall be trapped. God says so. That's a karmic law that you need to learn and teach your kids very on. When you think you want something, because coveting is out here to kill you early in the earth as well, by the way, God says. But as soon as you want to put your hand on something that don't belong to you, an issue begins to come. And that is an example of you trying to dig a pit. And you need to tell your kids that you're going to be the one actually that's going to fall in that pit. So however deep you're digging it, you're gonna be the one that reaps that digging that pit. I don't know who people think they are, but anyway, Spirit of Jezebel is out here. God's going to make somebody let go. For some of you all, somebody at your job, this is your boss out here. You have other bosses, colleagues. They for a long time have had hidden intentions around you. Something real deep is out here. Deep, guilty deep. Guilty deep. Guilty, guilty, guilty. This is I don't care, and I don't care. You have to search for your necessities. But somebody's doing it deliberately out here in their pride. They've done something, okay? Won't let go of something, being stubborn of something, whatever has taken place, and they think that they have a right to get away with a crime, and no, they don't, just because they don't care, because they sit somewhere. God's going to to bust somebody up real hard. This could be your ex that you're dealing with. This is the letter N as well, but it's a rebellion rune. Somebody is. And so the letter R, the raito, the ride, the traveling somewhere, is out here. They don't have a rite of passage in something. They're in some type of just in general fraudulent thing with that pentacle in the reverse. Okay? They're guilty. This is a removal. And you are going to be removed. God's going to make you let go of something. All peoples that are stubborn and crazy. Okay? Something on the radio is here as well. RX. So we got medical connections out here. Then within the RN is also with these three letters. The R, the run, or somebody's a runner as well, ran back into itself. Somebody's name could be Rex as well. This is eternity. Okay, somebody dies out here. At the end of sin is death. And if there's a death issue, then somebody's a murderer out here because the devil's out here. You get entangled with this thing, it'll kill you. This is a radical change, a maximum protection, because I have the word for going to jail, being shackled with some chains and going to jail. Okay? Anyway, this is a maximum protection, but it's also an eternity. It's a victory rune as well, because God don't lose. This is coming straight from the Most High. He sees everything. And he said unto man, when he seen the lightning, and the devil, he felt like lightning, right? But he tells us to fear him, folks. And he said unto man, to fear Jehovah is the beginning of wisdom. And to have understanding is to leave evil. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from what? Evil. Temptation will bring in evilness. So somebody being warned, and for others of you that have gone through something that's been real sensitive, it's your time for something to be broken through. So the tower is either coming for a destruction because you're doing something you shouldn't, and somebody who's done something around you that they shouldn't, they're getting a tower and a breaking free is going. And you're also seeing the end of something, those of you who are just affected by something that's going on. Some justice is coming out here around a matter, okay? All right, God's too faithful to fail you and I send you love and light. Pray for me. I pray for you. I started to say earlier, if you could pray for me, I deal with the lymphatic system problem. I went into the hospital for about a week last year, and I just had so much water weight on me. I looked like a totally different person when I came out of the hospital. But I'm retaining water, and I believe that pressure is what's going on with my back issues, because I've had 3 back surgeries. And so all this water weight and stuff, it's affecting me. I need prayer, okay? Because it's this waste needs to come out of me. So I try to do what I can for pain and stuff like that, and then dealing with that with the stupid murderer that I deal with. I have a lot of warfare that I deal with, and so I just ask for your prayer. What's going on is unjust with me and other people. It's unjust that some wicked piece of ditch would be out here for some of our cases and doing some crazy thing on a person's life and think that, well, because I did this to you and because of the place where I sit, I'm sorry that you're having to suffer, but I'm not going to pay for what I did to you. No, I'm going to get justice. This is like the devil has just tried so much, and he's just tried to even just come at me where my health is concerned, and I'm going to push through it. I didn't come this far for nothing. The devil don't get my life. I shall live and not die, and I shall declare the works of Jehovah. Okay, and he gives me ways and avenues to just pull down pain. Or I said the other day that I ordered some alcohol just to have some alcohol to take away pain. I can't get to a doctor. You can go ahead and judge me if you want. God's my judge. I asked him the other day, actually last night again, because I've asked him this before. I wonder how Noah felt when he was going through warning the whole earth about you coming. We have an account of him getting drunk, and his son seen him and went out and said some perverse things and got cursed because of that. But we don't see anything with God saying anything about Noah getting drunk, and I don't get drunk. I'm dealing with a heavy load that somebody's like, you're not going to talk to nobody, see nobody. If you go somewhere, I'm going to do this to you. I need prayer, folks. I need somebody to hold my arms up while I pray. If you could pray for me, I appreciate it. You don't want to, then fine, don't. Okay? People hate because they're full of the devil out here on some stupid stuff. People need real healing. because people have caused some real deep hurt to go on through murderous things. Until you walk my shoes, you're not going to understand anything. But I know that my heart always 24/7 is on Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. He's not opposed to us having alcohol. And he weighs the heart and the spirits. Okay? Is what he tells us. I just need prayer. Because somebody's trying to do something in a really nasty way to me, folks. And I need justice to occur. Nobody has a right to take somebody's life away from them just because they're some creep. Sorry. They don't have a right. Anyway, I'll try to be back later, just depending on what the Most High God wants me to do. But if you could pray for me, I'd appreciate it. Until next time, stay in peace. Don't do nothing outside of peace, folks. Shalom.